Thanks God, it's Friday. Today is July 17 and ang topic natin ngayon po, let's touch on a little bit on the political survey in the Philippines wherein Vice President Inday Sara Duterte among the 3 or 4 top officials sa Pilipinas still the number one po. And at the same time, we will also be touching on the controversy between NBI Director Attorney Malvin Matibag and Senator Judge Alan Peter Cayetano. Welcome kayo po dito sa programa natin na TikTok na Real Talk with Nico and of course ang mga Filipino communities in Malaysia, be it in West Malaysia or dito po sa East Malaysia, that is Sabah, particularly in Kota Kinabalu. Yes, the same greeting goes to all our friends, kababayan, kaibigan at kapatid natin dyan po sa iba-ibang parte ng mundo, especially ang mga overseas Filipino workers. And the same greetings also, everyday tayo, we have to greet them, ang mga kababayan natin, mga countrymen natin dyan mismo sa bayan natin sa Pilipinas. Kumusta kayo? Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Salamat pagi, salamat patang, and salamat malam. And today is Friday. I hope everything is running smoothly sa buhay natin as we start a brand new Friday po. Bukas, it's another weekend. I hope we will also enjoy ang weekend natin. Alright, tuloy na natin po dito sa programa natin. Since it's Friday, it's always every Friday, I make sure that I also use black t-shirt, color t-shirt po, dahil this is one way of sabihin natin expressing my disappointment and my fight against corruption dyan po sa Pilipinas. Habang ang gobyerno natin under or spearheaded by President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos or BBM po, we will not be able to solve or we will not solve this corruption problem sa Pilipinas po. I will continue to wear black every Friday po. This is in protest po. Protest tayo po sa what is happening sa Pilipinas, especially the issue of corruption. Issue of corruption. So, okay, let's start with our, sabihin natin, mga issues today and we touch on the political survey dyan po sa Pilipinas. And to start with po, let me read you a story, a news article dyan po sa Pilipinas, especially dito po sa GMA News Online, wherein ang heading ng news ito po ay Sara Duterte's net satisfaction rating rises slightly to plus 31 in June. In June po, last month po, according to SWS survey. SWS survey. And nandito na po ang detalles ng news ni Inday Sara Duterte tungkol sa SWS political survey. Vice President Sara Duterte's net satisfaction rating improved slightly in June 2026 or last month po ahead of her impeachment trial in the Senate according to Social Weather Station or SWS survey released Thursday po this week. The survey conducted from June 20 to June 29 found that 58% of adult Filipinos were satisfied with Duterte's performance, while 26% were dissatisfied. Pataas pa rin, 58% against 26 dissatisfied. This resulted in a net satisfaction rating of plus 31, the percentage of satisfaction respondents minus those dissatisfied, up to 2 points from 20 or plus 29 in March 2026. The turbay na increase in Vice President Duterte's net satisfaction rate from March 2026 to June 2026 was due to an increase in balance sa Luzon, combined with a smaller increase in Mindanao and a decrease in Metro Manila, while the Visayas held steady, SWS said. Duterte continued to post her highest net satisfaction rating in Mindanao at an excellent 8 or plus 84, followed by the Visayas at good plus 36, Balanced Luzon at moderate plus 10, and Metro Manila at neutral plus 3. The same survey found that Senator Sherwin Gatchalian received a net satisfaction rating of plus 18 during his first month in Senate President. Net satisfaction with Gatchalian was highest in the Visayas at good plus 30, followed by Balanced Luzon at moderate plus 21, Metro Manila at moderate plus 15, and Mindanao at neutral plus 5. Speaker Faustino Buji, the third, posted a 4-point increase in his net satisfaction rating, rising from plus 4 in March to plus 8 in June. Chief Justice Alexander Jesumundo's net satisfaction rating also improved, increasing by 1 point from plus 9 in March to plus 10 in June. Meanwhile, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s net satisfaction rating rose 8 points to negative 7 in June from a record low negative 15 in March. The survey was conducted through face-to-face interviews with 1,200 adults nationwide. The respondents were evenly distributed across Metro Manila, Balanced Luzon, the Visayas, and Mindanao, with 300 participants from each area. The survey has a margin of error of plus and negative 3 percentage points for national estimates and plus negative 6 percentage points for each of the 4 geographic areas. Duterte was impeached by the House of Representatives in May over allegations that include the misuse of confidential and intelligence funds, assassination threat against President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. and his family, and unexplained wealth. She has denied the allegation and described the impeachment case as politically motivated. The impeachment trial began on July 6. Yun po, no? Masking paano po, last month, no? Si Vice President Inday Sara Duterte remained on top of the sa lista po when it comes to the performance and trust rating ng mga top government officials natin dyan po sa Pilipinas. Dyan po sa Pilipinas. But a lot of people are saying, this is their allegation or their claim or their belief po that the ongoing impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte or Vice President Inday Sara Duterte is politically motivated and focused on demolition job to destroy the image of Inday Sara Duterte. Dahil po, last year, is it last year? Yeah, that Inday Sara Duterte officially announced her intention to run as the next president of the Philippines come 2028 presidential election. Ongoing pa rin ang impeachment trial ni Inday Sara Duterte. And next week on Monday, July 20, we will see the last witness to be presented by the prosecution team. And I'm referring to no other than ang National Bureau of Investigation Director, newly appointed director, si Attorney Melvin Matibag. But may konting problema din sila ngayon po. It is a controversial issue again, dyan po sa impeachment of Inday Sara Duterte, which we saw last Tuesday na regarding itong, was it Tuesday or Monday? Wherein hindi, masaya din si Senator Judge Ellen Peter Cayetano when NBI Director Melvin Matibag also officially announced or publicly announced that they are going to do an investigation, a probe, on the 2019 SEA Games alleged anomalies po, no? Alleged anomalies po, SEA Games. Although, if we look at the record, the 2019 na SEA Games po, proud na proud ang mga Filipinos, no? Ang mga Filipinos po when, because of the success we managed to achieve during that SEA Games event, no? SEA Games event conducted dyan po sa Pilipinas. Dyan po sa Pilipinas. Sa Pampanga yata yun sa Clark. So, let's see. I'll be touching on that thing also later on po, no? Later on. So, kumusta kayo? And let's see what will happen dyan po sa Senado sa impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte next week. Next week dyan po. But wag natin kalimutan, always I will remind, no? Wag natin kalimutan to continue to fight and remind. Hindi lang remind po, but urge the Marcos administration that the Filipinos, majority of the Filipinos po, both in the country, dyan po sa Pilipinas, as well as those outside the country like the overseas Filipino workers and other migrant Filipinos po in many countries in this world, that we want to see the closure of this flood control scandal po, no? Flood control scandal. In other words po, when we talk about closure, we want to see the sino-sino po ang mga mastermind ng itong corruption scandal on this flood control scam or scandal po, no? We want that the Blue Ribbon Committee ng Senado to resume as soon as possible itong investigation so that we the people, mga Filipinos po, will be able to evaluate them or see and assess them, no? Those names mentioned who took part sa corruption activities sa flood control projects po, no? Will be put behind bars. We really want to see them put behind bars po for the crime that they have committed against the Filipinos, especially the taxpayers, no? Wherein we lost trillions of pesos. And not only these flood control projects po, other corruption activities po, no? Other corruption activities dyan po sa Pilipinas, which we were made to understand it happened since the first day of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. hanggang today po, no? Wala pang resulta. Wala pang resulta. Despite the many promises, pledges and promises, empty promises made by the Marcos administration. Nasaan na po si Saldico? Nasaan na po si House Speaker Martin Romualdez? Nasaan po yung mga pangalan mentioned? Mga pangalan mentioned kagaya yung cabinet secretaries, undersecretaries, assistant secretaries, top government officials, especially those dyan po sa Department of Public Works and Highways, and the private sector po, no? And the private sector. Nasaan na? What is happening to them po? We were made to understand, the public, we were made to understand by official announcement by government authorities po dyan sa Pilipinas that even those mentioned names, some names are mentioned who took crucial part or vital part in the flood control projects are now state witness po, state witness. But those who are very aggressive, vocal on the flood control projects, these are the people who are now behind bars. And build-up cases are done against those other people who are very vocal on this flood control projects and other corruption activities in the Philippines. Kagaya lang po si Senator Jinggoy Estrada, si Senator Rodante Marcoleta, si former Senator Bong Revilla, and other cases being filed, and now these people are already behind bars po, no? Waiting for the cases nila to be heard sa korte po, kagaya ni former Congressman Mike Defensor, no? At saka si Mr. ang companion niya, si Mr. Espiritu and Mr. Viray, whom these are the two people also together with Mike Defensor who donated the campaign cash or money to Rodante or Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Marcoleta po. So, yon. And with these new developments regarding Matibag and Cayetano, Matibag is saying that they are going to open up an investigation kay Cayetano. Then, is this, no? Some Filipinos dito sa Malaysia po, they say, so now, Cayetano is also included, no? Included sa lista ng possible senator to be arrested again po. Pero allegations lang yan po and speculations lang yan. So let's see po what will happen. So far, there are some supporters supporting the move made by the government putting behind bars or building up cases against individuals suspected or allegedly involved in corruption activities dyan po sa Pilipinas po, no? And they support the move made by the government that there are also Filipinos and I suppose marami po ng mga Filipinos po who took this kind of action taken by the government as another sabihin natin threatening act, no? Threatening act those who are very vocal on issues of corruption sa present government natin po, sa president government natin po. So let's see po, no? Hanggang saan ba ito patungo itong present issue natin po. Some are even saying that this impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte is another tactic to divert the attention of the Filipino community po, or the Filipinos on this flood control scam or scandal, no? But let's see po, focus ngayon ng mga karamihan ng mga Filipinos on the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. Alright, my next topic po is I'll be touching on the issue between NBI Director Attorney Melvin Matibag and Attorney or Senator Judge Alan Peter Cayetano. So I will share with you po itong sabihin natin na video clip again by well-known lawyer dyan po sa Pilipinas, and I'm referring to Attorney Regal Oliva po, and she's touching on the issue po itong SEA Game 2019 issue against Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. Let's watch and listen to this po. Sandali po. Alright, let's see and watch ito. Okay, nandito po.
Noong 2019 pa ang Southeast Asian Games. May COA reports na, may congressional inquiries na, ilang taon ng tahimik. Bakit ngayon, sa gitna mismo ng impeachment trial, bumuo ang NBI ng task force para imbestigahan ang umano'y anomalya? At ngayon, si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, isang senator judge, ang nasa sentro ng usapin. Linawin natin, walang masama sa investigasyon. Kung may ebidensya, kasuhan. Kung may sala, papanagutin. Pero sa batas, bawal ang fishing expedition. Hindi pwedeng tao muna ang target, saka pa lang maghahanap ng ebidensya. Evidence first, charges later. At kung ang iniimbestigahan ay isang senator judge na kasalukuyang humahatol sa impeachment, hindi maiiwasang magtanong ang publiko kung ang timing ba ay nakataon lamang. Now, parang may countdown, one by one. Ang mga senador na nakikitang hindi pumapabor sa administrasyon ay tila sunod-sunod na nahaharap sa kung ano-anong investigasyon at alegasyon. Maaaring nagkataon, maaaring hindi. Pero sa rule of law, hindi lang actual impartiality ang mahalaga, pati ang appearance of impartiality. Kaya ang tanong ng publiko, who's next?
Alright, yan po, narinig natin si Attorney Regal Oliva po. So, ang next video clip that I'm going to share with you po is, this is a replay now, this is a replay. Ang statement made by Senator Judge Alan Peter Cayetano. Let's watch and listen to this po. Nandito po. Let's watch and listen to this. So at least you will have an idea of what is happening dyan po sa issue.
The SEA Games, paulit-ulit yan. Biktima na ng speakership ng 2019 yan. Nahuli namin yung PR na sinabi kikiam, pinakain daw mga Muslim ng baboy, when it was chicken longganisa na pinakain. Pero nasiraan na tayo sa Malaysia, Indonesia. The SEA Games gave us so much honor. So far, it's still the biggest SEA Games in history. Many of our athletes launched their career, even going to gold medals in the Olympics. Our athletic and our yung aquatic natin center in Clark is one of the best in the world. Ang nagsabi nito yung Israeli coach ng isang foreign team doon. But go ahead if you want to investigate. But I just want to put on record, mukhang misfire. Bakit? Yung sinasabi niyang infrastructure na walang bidding, first of all, the procurement law has many modes of procurement. So don't make it appear sa public na just because walang bidding, may anomalya na to. Okay. Secondly, bakit ko sinabing misfire? Hindi po sa, I'm referring to the director ng NBI, Matibag. I had nothing to do with the infrastructure. The chairman of the committee. In fact, I had to resign from the DFA because I was running for congressman during that time. So, dun sa sinasabi ni Director Matibag na may congressional insertion to fund it, it's definitely not me because how could a non-member of the Senate or non-member of the House insert anything? Okay. Dun sa sinasabi niyang infrastructure, it was done by the BCDA. The chairman of the BCDA is one of the closest advisors of the president now. The president of the BCDA is one of the closest advisors and is a secretary now. And he said, medyo kaduda tong kumpanya na nanalo walang bidding. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same company who's making the City Hall of Pasig. Yeah? So, I mean, if they want to investigate, go ahead. But by mentioning the organizing committee of the SEA Games, ako po chairman nun. At paninindigan ko po na napakaganda nung nangyari doon. At kung may anomalya, ako unang magagalit. So, go ahead. The SEA Games...
So, sabi ni Senator George Alan Peter Cayetano, go ahead with the investigation. And para sa akin, my own personal opinion, if you don't mind, go and investigate. Kung sino man may kasalanan, they have to face dance with the music po. Kung corrupt kayo, then you have to pay the price that you committed po. Yun lang, investigation. Because mga Filipinos, I'm sure, we don't want anymore. We want that a full stop. A full stop on these corruption activities dyan po sa Pilipinas. Dahil dyan sa corruption po, nakita natin po paano na ang buhay ng ordinaryong Filipinos po. We are suffering, not only in terms of our daily lives, ang mga bilihan. Essential goods are very expensive now, getting more expensive every day po dahil sa corruption sa Pilipinas po. One of the factors lang. And not only that, our image as a Filipino is also being tarnished. Tarnished po sa labas ng Pilipinas po, kagaya namin dito sa Malaysia. Before, as what I said before also, that during the time, I hate to compare, but this is facts. Facts are facts. No joke. No joke. Now, during the time of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, dito sa Malaysia po, I myself experienced. Pagsabi niya, ang mga Malaysian friends natin, oh, you're a Filipino. Your president is good. You Filipinos are good. But now po, it changed. Nakakahiya po. They say, instead of saying, okay kayo mga Filipinos, they say, what is happening sa inyo, mga Filipinos? Lahat ba kayo corrupt? Based on what we heard sa mga news coming sa mga both international and Philippine news po. So nakakahiya po. We are also affected directly and indirectly po. That's why I want that these corruptions sa Pilipinas po should stop. Put a full stop on this corruption activities dyan po sa Pilipinas para we can move forward na talaga po. Move forward na talaga po. So, yon ang ano po, ang feelings ko at sa karamihan ng mga Filipinos. I'm sure, not only in Malaysia, but also other Filipinos in other parts of the world po, especially mga overseas Filipino workers. Another video clip that I'm going to share with you, although I shared this thing already, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday po, but just to remind us po, anong itong issue between Matibag and Cayetano po, let's watch and listen to this.
Make it a bit
Nandito po. Let's watch and listen to this.
sa public na just because director hindi mo kami natibag. So wag mo try itibagin tong representation na to o itong impeachment court because what you're doing is not helping. Una-una, hindi naman ako nakikipagbakayan sa kanya. I'm always respectful to everybody, especially to the member of the Senate. It so happened siguro na siya involved dito, no? At tayo naman, ang record naman ng NBI, we'll always go where the evidence will lead us, kung ano yung batas, kung ano yung proseso, no? So, kung sa kailangan natin siyang tanungin, we will respectfully ask him to give light to his... And I'm sure si Senator Alan, kung siya kasama rin dito, I'm sure that he will appreciate na may imbestigahan natin dito na maayos. Investigate whatever you want to investigate. You want to investigate, ba't ako nagpatubo ng balbas? Investigate mo, no problem with me. Pero wag mo nang i-announce kasi nga, naaapektuhan yung integrity ng court. Well, nakarating sa amin, no, may titingnan kami rito, may kailangan kami imbestigahan dahil nakarating kami rito, billion-billion pala yung pumasok dito na pera na unliquidated. Go ahead and investigate. First of all, that's been investigated many, many times. At merong private company rito na na-involve na binayaran ng 10 billion at ang pagbabayad insertion, to insertion sa GAA na hindi binayad. So ito, imbestigahan namin to. Malaking kaso din ito. So yun ay parang porto. Ay ba pa yun? Yung sa Caldero na kaso, I think it's ongoing pero sisilipin na rin namin. Ito yung tungkol dun sa it's a Malaysian company na sila yung nag-build ditong parang sport area na to. Walang bidding. Tapos nabayaran ng mabilisan na 10 billion yung alaga, congressional insertion. So, sisilipin namin to. Yung sinasabi niyang infrastructure na walang bidding, first of all, the procurement law has many modes of procurement. So, don't make it appear sa public na just because walang bidding, may anomalya na to. Okay. Secondly, bakit ko sinabing misfire? Hindi po sa I'm referring to the director ng NBI Matibag. I had nothing to do with the infrastructure. The chairman of the committee. In fact, I had to resign from the DFA because I was running for congressman during that time. So dun sa sinasabi ni Director Matibag na may congressional insertion to fund it, it's definitely not me because how could a non-member of the Senate or non-member of the House insert anything, okay? Dun dun sa sinasabi niyang infrastructure, it was done by the BCDA. The chairman of the BCDA is one of the closest advisors of the president now. The president of the BCDA is one of the closest advisors and is a secretary now. And he said, medyo kaduda tong kumpanya na nanalo walang bidding. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same company who's making the City Hall of Pasig, yeah? So, I mean, if they want to investigate, go ahead. But by mentioning the organizing committee of the SEA Games, ako po chairman nun. At paninindigan ko po na napakaganda nung nangyari doon. At kung may anomalya, ako unang magagalit.
Alright, yun po. Narinig natin, no? Narinig natin. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, parang nakita ko isang, I heard one news being interviewed si Matibag, and he was asked why he make it public that he will be conducting a probe or investigation on this 2019 SEA Game, mga allegations po of corruption, no? Misdeal. Now, according to Matibag, the reason why he made it public, he announced it publicly po, because the media, when he was interviewed po, asked him that question. And he said, it's only but proper for him, being the NBI director, no, to answer the question of the media po, no? To answer, because the public deserve to know what is happening po. So yun ang rason niya why he announced it publicly po that they are going to conduct an investigation on this SEA Game allegations po. Samantala, si Senator Judge Cayetano also was saying it is intimidation, especially that my ongoing impeachment trial dyan po sa Senado, carried out by the impeachment court and participated, of course, by the senators ng Senado natin sa Pilipinas. Yon po. Anyway, I will continue to monitor sa Monday po, no? Sa Monday, we will see kung anong decision, what will be the decision of the impeachment court, whether they will allow to subpoena the bank tax records of Inday Sara Duterte, that includes other documents po, including itong whether they are going to open up the BIR box, no, which has been sealed, no, whether they will allow it or not po. And once it will be allowed, then dyan po, according to the defense team, ng prosecution team po, na may mga very, very important documents, no? Informations that will help, no? Prove the impeachment allegations against Inday Sara Duterte. Yun po. So, focus on Monday, they will focus on that thing, and we will see kung if they have to vote, no? If they will have to vote po, then it will be done on Monday po, no? So, when there will be a votation exercise, it means majority. It must be, they must have to approve itong opening of the bank and tax accounts of Inday Sara Duterte. That also includes ang spouse niya si Mansa Carpio. It means kailangan talaga ang impeachment court, a total of 11 senator judges to approve itong request made by the defense team, no? Defense team. So now we have what? We have 13 minority or majority members, and we have 8 lang po ang minority po. I look at it, the 8, I think they will be solid, but let's see po kung solid din ang majority. Kung solid ang majority po, it means it will be approved po, because the majority only needs 11 votes po. And whatever the result of the votation, no? Now we will have an idea already po kung sino-sino will be at least a picture lang po. Hindi naman no? But these are all forecast speculation po. We will see kung sino-sino mga senator judges po will convict or acquit si Inday Sara Duterte at the end of this impeachment trial po. So let's see on Monday. And it's only on Tuesday wherein NBI Director Matibag will be present. Will stand as a witness of the defense po. Itong fourth article of impeachment against Inday Sara Duterte, which is grave threat and inciting sedition po. That will be the last witness of the defense team for the article of impeachment of a great threat and inciting sedition po. That will be si Attorney Melvin Matibag po. Then they are going to move on for the next article of impeachment, and if I'm not mistaken, that will be confidential funds. Confidential funds. So yan po ang schedule natin on Monday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is another hearing day dyan po sa impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. So siguro hanggang dito na lang muna ang episode natin for July 17. Today is a Friday and I hope everything is running smoothly sa buhay natin. Dito sa Sabah o dito sa Kota Kinabalu, we are enjoying sunny morning. Sunny morning po. Maganda ang weather condition namin dito sa Kota Kinabalu. So with this, once again, si Nico Fabian would like to say thank you very much for making me a part of your day today. Hidup Malaysia! Sabah Bole! Buhay ang Pilipinas! God bless the world. I'll see you in my next episode. Bye! Ingat kayo and I love you all.